Hey guys, apologies for not getting this video out yesterday, so I guess this week it's High Vibe Tuesday. This is your weekly channeled message from Spirit to help you guys get in alignment and get all of your manifestations in. So let's see what the message is for you this week. Moving on and forgiveness. Moving on doesn't mean admitting defeat. Moving on doesn't mean conceding, giving up on a desire. Moving on doesn't mean give up on your desire. Moving on means recognizing they didn't want what you wanted. They wanted something different. They weren't in your life to share in the experience that you wanted. They were there to help you gain clarity on what you really do want. Moving on means, thank you for helping me gain clarity. I now recognize that you are not what I wanted. You can then admit any secondary emotions there. I feel disappointed, maybe not to them, but admit the secondary emotions to yourself. I feel disappointed. I sure thought she wanted the same as me. I sure thought it could have worked out. I do feel a little frustrated. It kind of did seem like all the pieces were there. It seemed like 9 out of 10 pieces were there. We just had a little communication to get that last piece there. But if the other person is unwilling, it's moving on. It's not giving up on the dream that person represented for you. It's about recognizing that person wasn't your dream. What did you learn about yourself? I now know I want to speak up for myself sooner. I now know earlier I will ask clarifying questions. I now know. That would be your message for the week. After interacting with someone, what do you now know? I now know I want to do inner child work and release whatever within me is coming up. I now know that I do want a person that prioritizes affection and cuddling and phone calls. I do now know that I want a person who's just primal and savage in the bedroom, and that's really all they're looking for right now. All the others in their life are completely content. I now know that I don't value higher education. I now know, because I've been fired so many times from business owners, that I want to learn how to make money on my own. You could dip to the pity party. You could dip to the they're judging me. You could dip to the they're doing this to me. Or you can, what do you now know you want? One clarity that Kelly is getting from the whole COVID pandemic thing, like everything that's going on right now. She went, wow, I now know that I don't ever want to have to rely on the government for anything. It's given her this hyper focus. I'm earning more money. I'm gaining more skills, knowledge, and abilities to earn more money. I'm diversifying my skill set. I'm going to learn how to grow food on my own. I'm going to learn this. It's given her a hyper focus. Before, the government felt like a safety net to her. Maybe not a safety net, but there was a safety net. Now she's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I want to be my own safety net. I want to rely on myself. I want to know if there's ever a pandemic again in the future that I've got my own back covered. So what do you now know you want? Are you going to, this is where we are using the American political system as an example right now. Are you going to focus on, oh my God, the Democrats and the Republicans can't get their act together? Are you going to focus on the problem? Are you going to focus on something outside of you that you have no control over? Are you going to focus on, I now know that I never want that group of people to dictate if I'm getting a stimulus check, aka to be able to pay my rent or not. Okay, I'm now manifesting new ways to earn money. That's my inspired action. I'll take it. You want me to listen to this YouTube video? I'll listen to it. It feels an alignment to me to take this course. I'll take it. It feels an alignment to do this offering. I'll offer it. You guys are at that little kind of a, they are doing this to me. If they would do this differently, then I could have what I want. If they would do this differently, then we could come together and have this shared experience. I now know I want someone who also prioritizes what I prioritize, and I now know that I prioritize Da, 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 da. Moving on. That's moving on, loves. It's time to move on, and it's time to start afresh. It's time to start pre-paving the energy for what you do want. I want more money, and I'd like it to feel more easeful. I'd like it to feel easeful. I'd like when I get a download, I want to be like, oh, a soft, gentle, upliftment feeling. And I like to feel a little bit of inspiration, a little motivation to take action on it. And I'd like the action to be easeful. It just kind of feels like it's one thing after the next, and I kind of reap rewards. And I'd like to reap rewards right away. I'd like to reap rewards sooner rather than later. Pre-pave the energy. I now know I want a new place to drive my income from, universe, and while there, I want it to feel a little bit harmonious, like I can kind of clock in and clock out. But I definitely want there to be harmony. I definitely want there to be clear instructions on the work they want from me, clear deadlines. I'd like there to be crystal clear communication between me and coworkers. It's almost as if we're on the same page. We just kind of get and understand each other. What they need, I deliver. What I need, they deliver. Focus on the new. Start afresh and prepave the energy. Quit trying to make something that's not working work. You closed the book on your... Quit trying to... I really wish that book had this chapter in there. Let's start a new book. Moving on. And forgiveness, for those of you who aren't following her on Instagram, we posted this yesterday, but we wanted to highlight it for those who didn't see it. Forgiveness isn't forgiving someone for harming you. You're not forgiving the action that they did. You're not saying, all's forgiven, we can be best friends now. Forgiveness doesn't mean allowing them back into your life. Forgiveness means letting go of the action or actions that they took as your reason to justify why you don't have what you want. You may still have emotions to process. It sucks they did that. I do feel like it set me behind years. If they didn't do that, I wouldn't have gained that 30 pounds. And it sucks to have gained this 30 pounds. You might have emotions to process. I would have liked if I had a better way to cope with that situation when it happened. I now know in the future that, universe, I want to start rendezvousing with people where it feels smooth, where it feels harmonious. Where it feels a little bit of gentle upliftment, soft upliftment, a little bit of kindness. I no longer use them as the reason to justify why I don't have what I want. I'll take an honest stock, an honest inventory of my starting place. This happened, which so instead of being here where I feel like everyone else is, I do feel here because of X, Y, Z, and that's okay. And I know that I would like this gap to be closed quickly. Do you see that switch there? I do feel like I'm behind, and that sucks. It's frustrating. So of course I feel impatient. I know I'd like to be here. I'd like to be enjoying healthcare. I'd like to be enjoying the feeling of safety. Switch your focus to talk about what you do want. I'm ready to feel a sense of safety in my life. I'm ready to feel a sense of groundedness. I'm ready to feel a sense of I've got it. I'm ready to feel a sense of assuredness within me. I'm ready to feel a clear mind. I'm releasing doubt. I'm releasing the maybe, and I'm calling in more clarity on my personal yeses. I'm developing my boundaries. I'm developing my preferences better and more and better than I ever have before. I'm allowing myself to identify them and express them with ease and be okay if they can't meet them and be willing to go somewhere else. I'm willing to start getting my needs met in a multifaceted way, many ways. I let go of the how and allow myself to live in a grounded sense of peace, of love, of upliftment. I now allow myself to start a new chapter of my life. And the new chapter is one that is going to feel a lot better. Universe, God, angels, I'd like my new life that I'm starting right here, right now, this vibrational reset that I'm just allowing to happen. I'm just allowing myself to have a vibrational reset right here, right now, as I allow myself to allow in vibrations, emotions, frequencies of harmony. Harmony, internal harmony within, harmony with others when we interact. I'm now allowing myself to experience a more harmonious life. And if that means there's a move that needs to happen, that's okay with me too. I'm just allowing myself to have a little bit more of a harmonizing, a harmony in my day-to-day life. Gentle upliftment, smoothness, softness, ease. Ease is what I'm allowing in my new life. Ease is what I'm now moving towards. Gentle, smooth, soft, kindness, upliftment. And if someone doesn't on the same page of that, it's okay for us to filter out of each other's lives. I want to now trust that the universe will bring another way in for me to provide the basics for my family. And I now in this new chapter, it's no longer about making do or making the best of it or just being able to provide the basics. I now know I want to allow in some gentle upliftment, some fun, some delight. Some things might get rearranged in my life, people leaving, people coming in, relationship dynamics changing to match a new feeling of harmony, of peaceful, of gentle upliftment. That's what I'm now calling in and now focusing on: harmony, gentle, peaceful, smoothness, softness. That is our wish for you guys this week. That's a really good message, guys. Give me a comment. Let me know what your epiphanies were. Let me know what your takeaways were. Shoot me an email back if you're catching this on my email list. I do want to let you guys know that I was just interviewed for another summit. I'm having a lot of fun with these summits. It's really fun to meet other kind of experts in the personal growth and kind of spiritual field. But this one, I think it's called the Happiness Summit. It might be the Happy Summit. I opened up and I talked about, I've never really made a video about this, I don't think. I may have. At a time in my life where I was suicidal. I knew the place. I picked the place. I picked the when, the where, the how. And I navigated out of that to where I am today, successfully running my own business of 3 years, going to Europe for a month, all kinds of good, fun stuff. If you guys want to hear that story, make sure to sign up in the link below to hear the whole interview, hear the whole story. It's only 30 minutes. And not only that, but I share you all of the interpersonal growth, the practical techniques and tips that you can use. And if you sign up for the summit and then you sign up for my free gift within the summit, I'm giving you an entire page of everything I learned and implemented on my own to go from that state of mind to going forward, to looking forward to life, to loving myself. So if you guys are needing help with getting those epiphany switches to get out of a frustration, overwhelm, anger, hopelessness, despair, click the link, join that summit interview, and check out my interview. Love you guys. Bye.